Teaching listening skills to English learners can be challenging, but is essential for their language development. In this video, we will discuss some effective strategies for teaching listening to English learners. The first and foremost tip to remember is that we need to use active listening. Active listening involves giving full attention to the speaker, asking questions, and paraphrasing to confirm understanding. By using active listening techniques, the listener can stay engaged and focused on the conversation. Let's move on to the preparation stage for the listening activity. The pre-listening stage involves preparing learners for the listening activity by introducing the topic, vocabulary, and the context. This stage aims to activate learners' prior knowledge and help them anticipate what they will hear. It may include activities such as brainstorming, discussing key concepts, and reteaching vocabulary. Prediction activity. Ask learners to predict what they think they will hear in the recording based on the title, topic, or introduction. Learners then listen to the recording and compare their predictions with what they actually heard. This task can help learners develop their listening and critical thinking skills. Reteaching vocabulary is crucial for English learners to understand the listening material. Introduce new vocabulary words and concepts before the listening activity to improve comprehension and reduce confusion. There should be no more than 5-7 words or phrases that contribute to understanding. The while listening stage involves the actual listening activity itself. Learners listen to the recording or speaker and focus on comprehension, taking notes, or completing a task related to the listening material. It's essential to provide learners with clear instructions and to check their understanding of the task before starting the listening activity. If your learner has real difficulties listening, break down the recording into small sections and work on each section at a time. Play each section multiple times and ask learners to focus on a specific aspect such as intonation, vocabulary, or main idea. Provide support by offering learners cues and hints during the listening activity. For example, you could tell them to focus on a particular word or phrase or provide a definition or explanation of a difficult word. Here are some practical tasks that can be used during the while listening stage of a listening task. Multiple choice questions. Provide learners with a set of questions with multiple choice answers related to the listening material. This task can help learners focus on specific details and identify key information. Fill in the blank. Provide learners with a script of the listening material with keywords or phrases missing. Learners listen to the recording and fill in the missing words or phrases. This task can help learners focus on a specific detail and develop their listening and note-taking skills. True or false statements. Provide learners with a set of statements related to the listening material and ask them to identify whether each statement is true or false. This task can help learners identify key information and develop their comprehension skills. Matching task. Provide learners with a set of items related to the listening material and ask them to match them to specific information in the listening material. Sentence completion. Provide learners with a set of incomplete sentences related to the listening material and ask them to complete the sentences based on what they hear in the recording. This task can help learners focus on specific details and develop their listening and note-taking skills as well. Summarizing. Ask learners to listen to the recording and write a summary of the main ideas or key points covered. This task can help learners develop their listening skills and improve their ability to extract essential information from spoken English. Note-taking. Ask learners to take notes while listening to the recording and then use their notes to answer specific questions or complete a task related to the listening material. This task can help learners develop their listening and note-taking skills and improve their ability to understand spoken English. By using these practical tasks during the while listening stage of a listening task, teachers can help learners develop their listening skills greatly, improve their comprehension, and become more confident in their ability to understand spoken English. Let's move on to the post-listening stage. It involves reviewing the listening material and consolidating the learning. This stage aims to help learners reflect on what they have learned and develop their language skills further. It may include activities such as discussing the main ideas, summarizing the information, or completing follow-up exercises. You may ask learners to discuss the listening material with you, encourage them to share their opinions and ideas related to the listening material, and ask follow-up questions to prompt further discussion. Ask learners to retell their listening material in their own words. This task can help learners develop their comprehension and summarization skills. Provide learners with a written prompt related to their listening material, such as summary, a reaction, or a reflection. Ask learners to identify new or unfamiliar words from the listening material and look up their meaning. Encourage them to use the new vocabulary in sentences or in a short paragraph. Finally, extension activity. Provide learners with additional tasks or activities related to the listening material, such as follow-up reading or research assignment. Here are some examples of listening activities where before-mentioned tips may be observed. In the first case, we offer to listen to a radiophone program about manners and complete the chart with the information below. After that, we have a follow-up discussion, answering and giving advice to the callers. Another example is read about the film's Schindler's List. Have you seen it? If yes, did you like it? If no, would you like to see it? What other Spielberg films have you seen and enjoyed? So there is a pre-listening part, we make an introduction, we make warm-up questions, we have a short paragraph discussing the main information. After that, we have several photos and the questions related to them. Look at the photos. Where were they and what do you think Dagmar was doing in the black and white photos? Listen to part 1 and check your predictions. After that, we may have follow-up questions and other different activities mentioned in our video. Finally, remember that listening is a skill that takes practice. By using these tips and making a conscious effort to improve your learners' listening skills, you can help them improve. Thanks for watching and happy listening!